So here's a scenario. You're on your way to go talk to a homeowner because you bid a job of theirs 6 months ago, and since then, lumber prices have skyrocketed. And now you're about to lose a bunch of money on their project. What do? Hey everyone, this is Logan Shinholzer with Contractor Growth Network. Now, the way that I'm gonna preface this video is, first I'm gonna go through what to do in the exact scenario that we're talking about right now. And then the second part of the video is gonna be how to make sure that something like this never happens again in the future. So, you are stuck because you're so far booked out and lumber prices have gone up that either you have to have a tough conversation with a homeowner or you are going to lose money on the job. Now, if you lose money on the job, what's most likely gonna happen is this is going to be a snowball for you. And what I mean by that is this is most likely not the only job that you're gonna lose money on. If you're booked out 6 months, it's going to be 6 months of losing money over and over and over. Do not go that route. Go route 2, which is going to be a emotionally tougher route, but it's to rip the Band-Aid off and have a conversation with the homeowner. The whole thing here is we're going to do what we call is fall on the sword, meaning we are going to essentially be very humble during this process, and we're going to use what we call the F word, which is fair. First off, the word fair, if you want to learn more about how to leverage that stuff, there's a book called Never Split the Difference. We use it a lot. It's fantastic. All right, so when we talk to this homeowner, we're going to say, hey, look, when we booked this project 6 months ago, lumber prices were way down. I'm sure as you've seen in the news, they have quadrupled. And at this point, I'm going to lose money on this project. What do you think is fair for us to do? And you're going to get quiet. The outcome of this is one of two things. Either one, they're going to say, well, you made a deal, it's on you, which is not a client that you ever want to work with, so walk away. Right? Because if they truly are good with you losing money and taking food off your family's table, fuck them. On the other side, the goal is to have them say, great, I will pay you way more. What do you want? Right? So at this point, you are now making money, more money to either get back in the black, or you're actually now doing way better and you're going to make a healthy profit on this project. Now, there's kind of a bit of a third option here, and that's also to, instead of just saying, what do you think is fair? Tell them, look, based on these prices and based on what I need to make, this is what we cost. If they say, great, let's do it, you're good. If they say no, be prepared to walk away. Realistically, I would say go with the fair option and know in the back of your head, this is the lowest amount of money that I'm willing to take for this. And then that way, if they say below it, say I can't do it. If it's above that, great, now you just added in extra profit to go back into building the business the right way. Now with all that, if you think the F word thing of being fair is good, I got one ask out of you that's hopefully a fair trade. For this information, hit the like button. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully that's a fair trade-off. Thank you. All right, now let's talk about what we do from here moving forward, right? This is not just an isolated incident. Yes, lumber prices are crazy high. I totally get that, but there's always variables when it comes to work, when it comes to construction. So moving forward, there's one of 3 options that we can really do. The first one, buy in bulk up front. We have a few clients that do that where they have a warehouse, and what they know is that if they price a job right now, it's because they're going to use the wood that they've already purchased in their warehouse, so the price is static, it's staying the same. All right, buying in bulk, that's an option, probably not going to be for the majority of you guys. The second option is going to be to put this as a contingency in your contract moving forward, where if material costs go up or down or fluctuate, there is wiggle room where you're able to go back to the to the homeowner and essentially say, hey, because of material costs going up, this is how much it's gone up. All right, if you build that into the contract, with realistically a lot of it's just upfront expectation setting with the homeowner, they'll be good with it because you talked about it. People are not afraid of spending the money, they're afraid of being taken advantage of, which gets us over to our third point, and that is going to be build in enough margin for error. And the basic rule of thumb is what we call 50% gross profit margin. If you want to learn more about how that works and how to actually calculate that for yourself, we'll put a link somewhere, upstairs or down below or whatever it is that links over to the Contractor's Fights video on how to do it. But let me just give you a basic understanding of if something costs you, the homeowner, let's say $10,000 to build. 50% gross profit means you just double that amount. So if something costs you $10,000, you need to price it at $20,000. All right? Because now we have enough wiggle room where if stuff takes longer or the material costs a little bit more, we have enough margin built in that you're still going to do great. You're still going to make the money. All right, and if you're one of those people that are saying, look, I could never charge that in my area because people will not pay it, guess what? They will. And we actually just did a video that talks all about the idea and the value behind money. Go check out that video on how to look at yourself and the value of money and how to charge more, and you'll be set for life. See you guys.